guys are new here, my name is Kevin and I currently work as a software engineer. I actually am fully remote, so I don't actually need to be anywhere specific necessarily, and my team sits in California. So this week I decided to rent an Airbnb with my friend Kenny, and we're working out of Austin. Today I thought it'd be nice to take you guys along and show you what it's like for me to work remotely as a software engineer, all the benefits of it and sort of why I do it and why I don't think I'll ever go back to an office, honestly. I'm probably gonna go to a coffee shop to meet up with some of our other creator friends here, and then we'll see what else we get up to today. So let's get going. All right, so I realized I didn't actually show you guys the Airbnb. So this is just the front door. This is like our little living room area that we hang out in. This is where Kenny's staying. This is like his bedroom, super messy. Kenny's a mess. His bathroom's in there. This is our kitchen. This is our Kenny. We have a washer dryer. There's a really cool, nice backyard back here, which is pretty sweet. So we can sit out there. And then there's like a little shed too that I think has like a home office. Then you can go up the stairs. There's my laptop. I'm charging it because I didn't charge it. This is like a little sitting area, kind of, that you can like sit at and, I don't know, do work. There's like a baby room or something in here. There's like a crib. And then this is where I'm staying. This is my room up in, I guess, like kind of the attic. And I have like a little bathroom here, and that's kind of really it. So that's our Airbnb. I figured I'd show you guys that really quickly. And then we're probably gonna head to the coffee shop now and meet up with Cole, one of our other friends, and Linda as well. I have some code changes from last week that have been sent to a team in India to review. I'm currently working with them to try and integrate into their system. It looks like I got some approvals on those code changes, so when we get there, I'll probably try and submit those. It is interesting though, working with teams that are across giant time zones like that. Like basically the full cycle is kind of like a day long. I need to submit changes or send changes to them. I have to wait until they're online. They have to either approve it or give me feedback, and then I have to change it the following day because of that giant time difference. And to give you an idea, it's something like when it's around like midnight for us here, I think it's like 9 or 10 a.m., but it just makes it really interesting to try to be super productive. So what I tend to do is if I send something for review and I need them to review it, I'll kind of just like chain off of that change so that any future changes I make also contain that thing that I just sent for them to review. So we just left the coffee shop. Kenny and I are gonna go get tacos downtown. I also just had some really interesting things happen at work. It looks like our team is gonna be going through a reorg, which always feels like really strange. Luckily, I'm not actually affected by it. I guess the only effect that I'll have is I'm gonna start reporting to someone different, but it's always sad. Like I have people who I know and I'm friends with and I've worked with who are gonna be on different teams. And I guess it's fine, you know, it's a business at the end of the day and they have to change their priorities with whatever is actually happening in the world. It never feels good going through a reorg and especially layoffs. And that's the thing that we, you know, had dealt with on my team, I mean, almost a year and a half ago now, maybe. There were some layoffs and stuff. So it's just not a fun feeling, you know, and it'll be fine. And it's such like a small thing to even start complaining about basically. But, you know, I miss working with those people, or I will. And I don't like the feeling that it just seems like whatever you're working on any given day can just be kind of like pulled out from under you and you're just expected to work on something different. So yeah, that was some interesting news to get as a surprise, but I'm sure it'll end up working out for the best, or at least I hope it does. And again, it's a business, so what are you gonna do?
Hey, try to turn me up a little bit right now. Let's go. Yeah, 10 out of 10, let's rate. I've been going big on the base out of state. Do research, check out the back of my place. I rep so heavy, attack when I.
So one of the things I've been thinking about a lot is because I'm remote, and obviously the pandemic happened, I think a lot about who should be remote. And it's funny because I feel like my opinions have changed. So when I was younger, at the beginning of the pandemic, I kind of felt bad about being remote. I didn't really like being remote because I felt like I didn't really know enough to kind of be on my own. And what I mean by that is like if I needed help with something or I was stuck on something, I felt like being in an office was really conducive to actually getting past whatever the obstacle was that I was stuck on. But then as time moved on, right, like COVID forced me to be remote. And so once I realized like, oh no, I can do this, I think I realized that one, it was like sort of my imposter syndrome. And two, you kind of just figure out how to do the things that you need to do on the job. And that's honestly 95% of software engineering It's like no one knows how to do everything. I feel like a lot of times your job is just to figure out how to do the thing that you don't really know how to do. And especially now that time has gone on and I've been able to, I think, get rid of, honestly, most if not all of my imposter syndrome and also be remote for a long period of time, I just kind of know what I have to do. So I feel like if you have enough experience or you have the confidence in yourself to like figure out problems, you could be remote. I think that's one of the best things about being a software engineer is that there is no specific time or place or location that you like really need to do your job. I feel like I won't really ever go back to an office. I can't imagine being told that I have to come in and literally sit right here from 9 to 5 to do something that I can do, anywhere in the world that has internet connection, basically. I would highly recommend being remote because for me, I feel like it's only increased my happiness in life, and I can do a lot of the things that I wouldn't normally be able to do when I was stuck or kind of like chained to a desk from a 9 to 5.
Do you recommend people like straight out of college or straight out of boot camp or whatever, or people who are looking for their first job to try to get a fully remote job right from the get-go?
As a general statement, I do think it's better for people who have less experience to kind of be around people in person, because I think it's way easier to ask for help and to get help and to not spin your wheels when you might be stuck on something or need support. I also think too that you just learn faster, especially when you're more green in a field, when you're just around people. You're kind of like a sponge and you just soak up information. I think as you get more experience, it's way easier to kind of show like you have a track record of getting things done, you're successful with projects that you lead. You kind of know a lay of the land, and so because of that, you can go venture off and probably be remote. What I tried to do until COVID basically is I tried to be in the office, largely because that was like the expectation of the time at that point in the world, and also that's also what I think I needed. I think I needed to be in person to really learn a lot from different people, and so I think it worked out really well for me.
Mary, you make me wanna eat you. Every time I see you, it's like the first time I meet you. Fragrance like a flower, subtle and sweet too. Seductive and whatever.
You're doing a great job, Kevin.
But I don't have a way to end it. Because look, we go to pickleball.
Yeah, we go to pickleball.
So we're going, I'm driving to pickleball, we're at pickleball.
Yeah.
Okay, that was out of order, so don't pay attention to that.
Yep.
And then, like, I'm in the trunk, and then
Yeah.
I put,
So you just gave him advice about working remote, and then we go to pickleball, and then
we go to pickleball.
we're trying to figure out how to end the video. Yeah.
Oh, subscribe.
Yeah.
Then she started losing weight, letting everybody hit it. Unlike Allie.